Well, I'm not really sure how somebody can do this 3 times in the span of just 3 months. Niklas Aasen Eliasson, on Thursday, February 29th, got the clock world record average again for the 3rd time this year. Thursday, February 29th, 2024. The day Niklas Aasen Eliasson destroyed his clock world record average for the 3rd time this year. He got a 3.13 clock average, which, let's just be honest, probably won't go down in history just because clock isn't all that popular, but it's still crazy. But in all seriousness, Niklas Aasen Eliasson crushed his world record for the 3rd time this year. Can we just talk about how crazy that is? The chances of getting a world record by itself are crazy enough, but getting it 3 times? Niklas, you need to calm down. This is getting out of hand. Anyway, if we look at the history of the clock world record average, we'll see that throughout 2018 into 2020, Yunhao Liu had a solid hold on the clock world record average. He had beaten the record a full 5 times until 2020, when it suddenly stopped. Then, for the next year and a half, the record lay dormant at a tame 3.86. Then Caleb Trelford comes out of nowhere on July 29th, 2022, with a 3.81 average. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest here, I didn't even know who Caleb Trelford was until I did this video. It looks like all he ever practiced was clock, which is honestly a really good way to get a world record. Moving on from that, on September 17th of the same year, Jacob Chambers stole the world record from Caleb with a 3.56. Then in comes Niklas with a 3.54 on July 4th, 2023. Then, under a month later, Tommy Cherry suddenly snatches the world record away from Niklas with a 3.50 average. Tommy Cherry is well known for having the 3 blind world record single, as well as having the 2nd best clock single in the world. And here we are. 2024. Tommy Cherry has held the clock world record average for the past half of a year. Something is bound to happen at any moment. And on January 20th, 2024, Niklas Aasen Eliasson gets a 3.44 clock world record average, which will go down in history as being the start of his clock rampage. Barely a month after his 3.44, Dilshan Sidhu steps in with a 3.35. But Niklas can't have that, so he steals the record back on the same day. So yeah, I mean, Dilshan Sidhu had the record for what? A few hours at most? That's really nice, Niklas. It's really nice of you to do that. Anyway, Niklas gets a 3.31 average, just a few hundredths of a second ahead of Dilshan. And then, as though this record wasn't crazy enough, Niklas decides, you know what? I'm not done. He beats his record again with a 3.13 on February 29th, 2024. And this is where the record stands, at least until Niklas decides to beat it again, which will probably be pretty soon. Now, I want to direct your attention away from Niklas for a second and over to Tommy Cherry. This dude, on February 18th, almost got a 3.31 clock average. However, he DNF'd out of the last solve. This resulted in a 3.50 average. If Tommy had managed to pull through with a 3.31, it would have tied Niklas Aasen Eliasson's 3.31, at least according to my calculations. Once again, I'm going to need you to direct your attention to another person, Eddie Arts, who got a 3.82 clock average. Now, on the surface, this might not seem very significant. However, he actually DNF'd out of a 3.26. This, at the time that it happened, which was February 3rd, would have been world record. And of course, we can't forget about Edwin Shen. He got a 3.47 clock average on January 21st, 2024. And he also got an OCR single of 2.97 on the same day. I wanted to show you all this just to show that the clock world record average is very, very volatile. With a good amount of really good clock solvers who are constantly getting better and better, I have no doubt that we'll see at least one other clock world record average this year. And of course, with the introduction of the Pi modded clock, we'll no doubt see ever improving times. Whether it be from Niklas, Dilshan, or Tommy, the world record average will most definitely be beaten again soon. And if I were to put my foot down on a time, I would guess that it would be sub 3. But that's just me. So, what do you think of this clock world record average? Do you think Niklas will get another record? Let me know down in the comments. But aside from that, that's all we've got for this episode of S-Class Cubing. Feel free to like and subscribe, and if you're feeling nice, share this video with a friend. If you like this video and want to watch more, then click on one of the videos that appears on screen. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you next time.